Welcome back. In this video, we're going to save a captured gnome and chat with some of the local animal population and loot a shrine. So we're going to take our group. This is my error right here. I forgot to relink the group when I went to camp. So we'll grab those folks and head back to camp as well.
I've got a long road ahead.
Link everyone up and head to the Blighted Village.
Have you wondered what people would say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
Now, we're going to head up to the windmill to free the captured gnome there, but before we do, we're going to apply our drow disguise.
I've always had a softness for the constant ones. They always disappoint though.
Must be on my way.
So this interaction can lead to a fight. It's difficult to get all the experience out of the fight if you have it, because as soon as Fizurk, the leader, is brought down, the rest of the goblins will lose morale and run away. So by using a social defeat, we actually will get the experience for all of the opposition here. So we'll just walk right in.
What have we got here? Oh, stop this thing!
The goblin seems unsure whether to bow to you or attack.
What do you want? What do you need?
They're all just terrified of drow, I think with good reason. So we'll say, leave immediately, the prisoner is mine now.
You want to take that little pipsqueak? But we're supposed to take him hostage! But you know that, of course. Don't ya? You are blessed, ain't ya? A true soul?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Now, had we decided to get branded, this is one of the cases where we could just show the brand and automatically succeed. Instead, I'm going to choose the deception option. And you see that it's a DC 5, and we're adding a lot, including this new D4 for Mark of the Shifter. We'll add guidance as well.
Pardon, madam. I didn't mean to doubt you. I know my place. Well, that's that. We'll be on our way. Do as you like with the pipsqueak.
The goblins slink backwards, afraid to take their eyes off you.
And we'll allow them to leave.
Come on, you lot. Hop it! Before she changes her mind.
All right then.
Fresh meats. Scared meat.
And if we take a look at our log, you can see that we gained all 190 experience for this group. And there's some specific dialogue with the gnome if you are a drow that's slightly different. There are two levers in this room. So one of them is the brake lever, which will stop the windmill, and one of them is the release brake lever, which will release the control, slowing it down and hurl the poor gnome that's attached to the blades off into the sunset. We're going to choose the brake lever.
Let's see.
What are you waiting for?
And we'll come over and free the gnome.
I need a quick word.
Cut me loose!
And we'll select option 2 to free him.
Bag of Camara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
We'll say you seem a little confused.
I'm a deep gnome, you're a drow. You helped me, now you plan to enslave me.
We'll go ahead and say that's not what I want.
What then? Torture? Blood sport? Or perhaps just a good old-fashioned walloping?
We'll say you owe me nothing. This is going to go over well with both Gale and Will.
Nothing?
We'll say we could extort you.
You're teasing me now. I'm certain of it. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
We'll say you seem a little far from home.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
All right. So his backpack is in this wooden hatch underneath the windmill. But before we go in there, we're going to have a moment with Shadowheart, where she's going to admire the statue, and we'll learn a little bit more about the injury on her hand.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving.
We'll ask what happened,
Nothing. The trick of the light.
and we'll just let it rest. But she now wants to talk to us about it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
So we'll be nice, and we'll ask how badly it hurts.
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
And we will let it go, picking option 2. And then we'll just leave. So we're going to go in and loot the cellar, and when we come out, Gale's quest will update as well. So lots of stuff down here. We can grab a shovel if we want. Inside of this heavy backpack, we're going to find a smoke powder satchel. We really want to make sure that we pick that up. And this heavy chest will have a blue item, a bomb, and some random stuff here. And as soon as we step out, Gale's going to be having another fit.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
So we'll go ahead and give Gale an artifact. And we're going to choose the Ritual Axe, which can hurt us if we swing it, so it's the opposite of what we would like.
Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew, like her. Lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
So we'll say what's happening.
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
And we're going to head into town and then down the cliff over here to the side. So coming out of the windmill, we'll hang a quick left and then a quick right. And we're going to ignore, there's a sleeping bugbear over here. We're going to ignore him for now. If we wanted shovels, there's a whole bunch more here. But I'm mostly not digging up buried treasure. So these knotted roots will work like a ladder for our party. We'll come down. And we're going to go visit the owl bear.
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
And we'll bring the whole party to this first juncture. And then break off our main character, who's going to go just talk with the owlbear and then leave. So there's going to be a social challenge, and we're going to win. We're going to walk away. And when we rest for the evening, the goblins are actually going to come and kill the owlbear and take the cub to their camp.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
So we'll opt with option 1, you're injured.
It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse.
And we'll just take the persuasion option. We add 9, so if we roll a 2, we're fine.
You're small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
And we'll go ahead and take off. So we could come back or even fight the owlbear right now. And honor mode, it has the ability to summon a second owlbear. It's not a particularly challenging fight, in fact, but there's no reason to do it. It's not really worth that much experience.
Looks like a shrine to Seluna over there. There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
So we're going to jump across to the side, and with 4 characters we should almost certainly discover this right here, the Selunite prayer sheet. Go ahead and pick it up
A prayer sheet.
and jump back.
Same symbol as the one on the chest.
Now we can loot all of this if we want. We'll grab the consumables, and then opening our inventory, we will read in front of the chest the prayer sheet. That was the wrong sheet.
My prayers are answered.
Now, when we try to open the chest, Shadowheart's going to have a problem with that, and we're going to acquiesce to Shadowheart and just say we won't do anything, but we're going to pick up the chest and just open it later when she's not around. So we'll left-click on the chest.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible.
We'll ask why.
This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch, or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
So we'll say if it matters to you that much, we'll leave it.
It does. Thank you.
That's a lot of approval from Shadowheart. That's why we're doing that. And we'll just pick up the whole chest without opening it. If we opened it, we would actually lose some approval with Shadowheart, but less than the amount we gained by saying we wouldn't open it. So it's always worth telling her you won't, even if you do it directly after that. And we'll head to the cave exit. And instead of coming back the way we came, we're going to come to the other side of the cave entrance and up the wall, and we're going to go meet Scratch. Scratch will eventually join our company as a summonable companion. He's great because he has the help action, which is sort of unique for summons and just wonderful for lots of places in the game that require help. I'm pausing it just so it's easier to click on Scratch.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
We'll say what happened.
I told you to go.
And then we'll take the persuasion option. This is not necessarily worth using inspiration for, but feel free to do so. This particular challenge is doable by every single person in the party, so we could flip person to person, trying different checks.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
So we're going to say, I don't think he's going to wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
And we'll say, you can travel with
No,
me.
I won't leave him.
And say if he doesn't wake up, follow my scent.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
And we'll exit turn-based mode. And we'll go ahead and stop right here. In the next video, we're going to jump over the river here and meet up with Karlach. We'll see you there.